Yeah, she a pretty young thing, deserve a wedding ring. Working hard, trying to chase a dream. Shine bright like a diamond, bright like a diamond, bright like a pretty young thing, deserve a wedding ring. Working hard, trying to chase a dream. Shine bright like a diamond, bright like a diamond.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nina Nkechi. Long time no see to all the people that have been supporting me. I am back with the video. We are almost 2 years locked. Alright, so if you haven't watched some of my previous videos, I started my lock journey August 24th of 2001. So 2001 to 2002 to 2003. So August 2003, I will be 2 years locked, right? So I'm gonna insert some pictures of where I started. I started off super short. Before I had locks, I did everything to my hair. I was a hairstylist, so I did everything. I did wigs, I did braids, all that good stuff, right? But as I started to get older and like have kids and more responsibility and just a lot more on my plate, I just felt like I could not focus on my hair. On top of that, being a hairstylist, I feel like I did hair all day. The last thing I wanted to do was come home and do mine. So with that being said, I decided to start my locks. And it literally was an impulse decision. Like I literally just took my braids out and put my hair in 2-strand twist. So one of the biggest things I learned in that moment was to plan out what kind of locks you want. So because I just did it on an impulse and just kind of 2-strand twisted my hair and put it into locks, I ended up having 102 locks, which is perfectly fine. But for the density of my hair is not very thick. So I ended up having to join a lot of my locks. Not only that, I did not plan for the future. So what I mean by that is that I also, between when I started my locks to now, I had 2 kids. So a lot of people that have kids, they have issues with postpartum shedding. It happened to me big time. So all that played into the issues that I had with my hair. So I feel like looking back, if I would have kind of planned for that, I would have made my partings a little bit bigger to support my lock. What ended up happening was I ended up having to join a lot of my locks. So I started off with 102 locks, and now I have 94. I have 94 locks now. So I had to join a lot of them, especially the ones like on the sides. I had to join like one on the side right here in the back, and then I think one in like right here, because that's where most of my postpartum shedding happened, which of course I'm going to insert pictures and videos. But yeah, I lost a lot of my hair right here. One of the biggest things that saved me with postpartum shedding was consistency with a hair routine. What I mean by that is that if you know anything about locks, you have to have your oil, you have to have your water, you have to have your spray bottle. Religiously every day I would use my 3 Daughters body coat oil, and I would use water and like rose water mist, sometimes aloe. Every single day. And I feel like that really contributed to my hair bouncing back, which I'm super happy about, because I have went through it with every single child I've had. But I wasn't really too skeptical about it before this because I didn't have locks. So when I had locks, I was like, oh my God, this is like a permanent situation, because locks are permanent, at least for the most part, as long as you want them. So I didn't want my locks to get messed up or like a lock fall out or something like that. I didn't want that. So sticking to the regimen really helped me. So that's number one. Number one thing I learned would be the partings. Make sure your partings are well thought out and planned. Make sure you have a lot of support at the base to support the lock. The lock usually gets thicker, it usually swells, all that stuff. So you want to account for that with the space that you're giving the base on your lock. Second thing I will say is moisture, moisture, moisture. Keeping up with a moisture routine. That's how I got my edges back, which I'm very happy about. The third thing I will say that I've really learned just through this lock journey and almost being 2 years, I would say is just, and I know it's kind of wrong saying this because my hair's in a ponytail now, but just go a little light on the ponytail. So I actually have a horror story attached to why I say that. When my hair was black, so it wasn't blonde, it wasn't damaged, it wasn't any of that. When my hair was black, one day I had my hair in a ponytail. I was using one of those thin ponytail holders, and I had it in like a tight ponytail. And it wasn't long enough to put in a ponytail, so it was already super strenuous, right? And when I came to take the ponytail out, I just saw a lock flying with it. And literally, I wanted to cry. I was like, what? Like, it literally, my lock ripped. Like, it ripped from literally tension on it all day. And I cannot stress to you enough, it was because my hair was a lot shorter. It was significantly shorter than what it is now. This, believe it or not, is not tight at all. And I'm also using a cloth band. It's not like an elastic band. The elastic band was like a rope, and it like literally was creasing the heck out of my lock, and that's how it broke. So my hair right now is fine, but in that instance, my hair was straining to get into a ponytail, and then I used a thin elastic band, and it literally ripped my lock, and I was devastated. And I think I have, I don't know if I can find it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I can find a picture. It broke like right in the middle of my lock. So I tried to piece it back together, and I'm not really good with crocheting. That lasted for a little bit, but then eventually it all ripped off, and I was just like, you know what? Let it go. So one of the things that I've learned with that is go easy on the ponytails, and if you're gonna wear a ponytail, let it be for a very short period of time. Number two, get a professional to attach your lock back if you absolutely want it to be reattached. I didn't have that. I just went on YouTube and started stabbing my lock, and that was not good. So I eventually just let it go. I was like, you know what, it is what it is. And also for me, one thing I had to learn was I love my hair and I want my hair to be at its best, but I also have to understand that things happen in seasons. Things fall off just like leaves, and things grow back. And I had to understand that because I was so bent out of shape about my hair. Like, oh my God, any little thing that would happen, I was like crying, freaking out, researching. And I was like, Nina, you know what? It's gonna grow back. It's okay. That doesn't mean that I'm not cautious moving forward, but it happened. It already happened. Move on. So that's another thing I learned. Also with color. Oh my God. Okay, with color. Okay, so I colored my hair blonde about 4 weeks ago. So this is 4 weeks. My hair has grown out pretty significantly because of the oil. But one thing I will say is that I would never color my hair again. I plan on this being the ends of my hair, and I just want my roots to grow out black and all that stuff. With color, just get a professional to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Even though I'm a hairstylist, coloring locks is so different from coloring regular hair. And I did not know that. I'm like, I'm a stylist, I got this, it's cool. No. No. And I've been blonde numerous of times before having locks, and I just thought it was gonna be a cakewalk, and it was not. I ended up like burning my neck with bleach and my forehead, and it was horrible. I ended up having to bleach my hair like I think two times because I box dyed it black like 3 times prior to that. Horrible decision, horrible decision. Needless to say, like starting out like the first couple weeks with my hair, I was freaking out. Every time I would wash my hair, I would literally look back like, is there any hair on the floor? Oh my God, am I losing a lock? I was freaking out. One thing that I really would recommend if you have to color your hair and you just want to switch it up, try to get a professional to do it. Even if it's not a professional, try to get somebody else. Like get somebody else to do it. Like somebody that can see for you and can look at your back of your head and all that stuff for you. Because that's where my issue was. I was missing like a lot of locks. I was missing, it was patchy, all that stuff. I ended up having to do it like 2 or 3 times, which is horrible for your hair. Thank God my hair pulled through thanks to West Indie Ray and her videos. She posted a shampoo and conditioner that she used with her color, with her locks, that kind of repaired everything. So I used that, and I'll post that right here. I use that about once every other week, just to make sure that my hair is intact. And then also another brand that I'm looking into is Color and Glow. They specialize in products for color treated damaged hair. And a girl that I follow with locks, she uses it. Her hair is about the same color as mine, and her hair looks healthy and great. So I'll list that all right here as well. But yes, lots of lessons within almost the last 2 years. No tight ponytails. If you have to have a tight ponytail, don't let it be for long. Use elastic bands that are cloth. Do not use the stretchy rubber band material that will crease your lock and break it. Don't do that. If you are going to color your hair, get someone else to do it. Get a professional. Get someone who can see the back of your head, who can see each lock and make sure that it's properly saturated. Make sure that your base is large enough to accommodate everything that's going to happen to your lock. If you're going to have a baby, if you're going to go through postpartum, maybe postpartum shedding, you don't know, anything that may happen. If you're on special medication that makes your hair thin, account for all of that before you get locks, because you're going to have to join a lot of them like I did. And honestly, moisture. I'll list the products that I use in my description box that really helped me, but my hair is flourishing and I am so happy because I knew how to course correct as things were happening. I'm like, okay, that was a bad idea, but I'm gonna pivot and do this. Okay, didn't make a strong base, I'm gonna join them together and keep going. And I'm really proud of my hair and its progress. I'm on my way to a flight, so I'm not gonna take my hair down, but I'll show you kind of like where we are now. And I'll also insert videos. Yep, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more videos from me regarding locks and just things that I do, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.